Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to preview the Liverpool Forest game that we've got coming up tomorrow. Obviously, unfortunate breaking news just before we go live is the Allison injury. So it's very unfortunate, very sad to hear. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna address everything. It's gonna be a good stream today. Today it's gonna be a good stream. We're gonna be talking about the game. We're gonna address the Allison Becker injury. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. So stick around. Big up to every single one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us on yet another stream. And before we even get started, I just want to give a quick message to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing on your way in. Please do hit that share button as well. And when you subscribe, please do hit the notification bell. This week we discovered the importance of the notification bell when YouTube was down. So please hit the notification bell, like the video, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Big up to Callum, Patel, Aaron. Big up to Captain Sal. Big up to Husam's Die Hard fan. Big up to H. Big up to Oyvind. Habibi Futijaj Mo. Big up to JJ Ash. Ray. Big up to you as well. Big up to Dor on tour. Big up to you. May the best team win tomorrow. Big up to Jangras. Big up to Jack Howe. Big up to H. Big up to all of you guys. And speaking of big ups, of course, one of the pillars of This is Football, man like LFC Aaron, always loving the channel, always showing support. I feel like this guy saves up money just so he can send me a super chat on Friday. It's like become a part of it's like become a part of the thing where it's just like, always every Friday stream, Aaron is sending in a super chat. And speaking of super chats, there's a thing in life called sometimes you just have to take a step back and look where you're at, look at which place you're in. Yesterday I stopped by the Just Joe football show. Shout out to my guy Just Joe. And he was like, big up to you, Hussam. I still remember when you first started the journey you took, and now you are the journey. You are the guy, that quote unquote made it and got to the level that people strive to get to and all of that stuff. And speaking of Aaron, speaking of Total Eclipse, Ray, Tom Little, all the Ahwa crew, all the A-listers crew, all the people who have liked the videos, all the people who have subscribed, all the people who have sent in super chats, we have to take a step back before we start a new month. First of all, I wish you all an incredible March. This is the month that my mother was born in. In 5 days is my mother's birthday. So I'm picking out a crazy gift I'm going to buy my mom, inshallah. And I want to just take a moment to just say thank you. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you guys, absolute icons. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support you show me. I'm truly humbled by your support. I really am. I'm so humbled by you guys' love. I'm so humbled by you guys' support. I'm so humbled by you guys' just like passion towards the channel. You guys always ride out for me. You guys always defend me as well on other channels when anyone's saying anything. And I appreciate that about you guys. You guys are a bunch of real ones. And I think the biggest achievement I can say, it's not the numbers. It's not, the fact that, alhamdulillah, we're almost closing in on 30K. It's the fact that I've created, alongside the incredible people who have subscribed to the channel, an unreal community that I would not trade for the world. So thank you guys so much for all your love. Thank you guys all for all your support. I appreciate you and love you all. I'm just a guy from Jordan. You get to be creating content for the people. And this community right here is absolutely incredible. Shout out to my guy, Aaron. I don't even know if he's here or he's going to be watching on the replay, but shout out to him regardless. Shout out to all of you guys in the chat. Please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe. Share the video everywhere as well. Hit that share button. You get me? Subscribe. We want to get to 30K, inshallah, before the end of the season. That's the target. I know it's a big target, but with my people in this community, that This is Football audience, nothing is impossible. So smash the like button on your way and subscribe. It helps, us get to more and more and more people. Share the videos. I love you all. I honestly love you all. And first and foremost, alhamdulillah, 100%. The most important thing, alhamdulillah. Fadl Rabbil Alameen, everything. Big up to you, my guy, Aaron. Big up to you. Thank you so much for your love, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to my guy Amin, who says, I know someone who knows Tuchel. He wants LFC. Yeah, no problem. You know someone who knows this is football. This is football wants to be with Megan Fox. It's not gonna happen. Just because Tuchel wants Liverpool doesn't mean Liverpool want Tuchel. Not everything in life is a, you get me, is a, you know, is not a two-way street. Just because Tuchel wants us, many managers want us. That doesn't mean like who like Sam Allardyce would say yes to the Liverpool job. Obviously, he's not going to be offered it. So yeah, big up to you, I mean. Big up to my guy TJ Warren TV who says, smash the fucking likes, lads. Big up Hussam every time. 30k on deck. Hey TJ, we're almost there. You get me? The road to 30k continues. We're this close. We're about 3,000 and a little bit subscribers away. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for all the love. Yes, I do live in Jordan. I appreciate you guys all for all the love. As my guy TJ is saying, make sure you guys are liking the video. Shout out TJ as well. Go subscribe to TJ Warren TV as well. I've actually been on his channel twice, so subscribe to my guy TJ. I appreciate you, TJ. Thank you for the super chat and the love. Pick up my guy Memphis Depay, who's here, sending in a super chat to This Is Football. Instead of sending in a super chat on the Back Again podcast to move me down a row, he says, hi, Lusam, missed the Back Again podcast. Will you be United this weekend? Memphis, I went on the football terrace. I said United are going to win. I went on the Back Again podcast and I said United is going to win. I was the only one in the entirety of YouTube, I think, that actually says United are going to beat Manchester City at the Etihad. So, yeah, I've been saying this. I've been saying this for a while, and I feel like your club is going to get something. Will I take 3 showers on Sunday because I was backing United? Absolutely. But if we win this Sunday, then the 3 showers will be worth it, even though it's the winter right now. So I appreciate you, my guy, Memphis Depay. Big up my guy, Ray as well. It says, big up Osama. I do my best to annoy you, but you know it's nothing but love, brother. Of course. And I annoy you back. You know you're my bro anyway. Like and subscribe, people. Love this channel. Big up Kellerer. We're going to talk about that as well, so stick around because we are going to be talking about the Allison injury first, and we are going to be previewing the game as well, so stick around for that. Shout out to all of you guys once again. A massive thank you to Ryan, massive thank you to Memphis Depay, TJ Warren TV, Amin, LFC Aaron. I genuinely love you all from the bottom of my heart. We were this close to breaking one of the records that I wanted us to break in February, but we broke all the other records. So like we had an absolutely record-breaking February. So I appreciate you guys, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video everywhere. Big up all my super chatters. Thank you all for an unbelievable February. Inshallah, March is even better. There you are. Brother, content is content. I have to show up for the people. So when the people want me to do something, I will show up. You best believe that. You get me? We have consistency on this channel. This channel is a one-man rodeo. Ain't no 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. It's not a whole, institution. It's just me, a camera, and a microphone, and a laptop that probably needs changing. But we out here, habibi. We here giving the people content. So I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Redline, Taranga, Allergies. I see my girl Lauren in the chat as well. Big up to you. And let's just address the elephant in the room before we get to the previews, before we get to all of that. Obviously, just before I go live, Constantinos is DMing me, Lauren's DMing me. I think Red Lion was DMing me. Multiple people were just DMing me going like, yo, Allison is out. The headline, ladies and gentlemen, is as follows. This is the headline. Let's go. Just my guy Const as well, who keeps me updated on all the news. The headline is as follows. Allison Becker's injury is so serious you could miss most of the run-in, but not season ending. And what I don't understand is like, first of all, how is a goalkeeper injured so often? It makes no sense. Like, I don't know what we're doing with Allison in training, but that needs to change. Second of all, in life, when you feel like something's going to crash down, but you still have hope because you're holding on to that brick. Sometimes I like to use analogies from different sports because analogies work. One of the main members of the Golden State Warriors dynasty is Draymond Green. The only reason Draymond Green starting for the Warriors to begin with is because David Lee, who was an all-star, got injured. Steve Kerr, who I think is one of the greatest NBA people of all time, decided to make Draymond Green a starter. And ever since then, he was a pillar of success for the most successful franchise in the NBA. No one ever said that Draymond was on the same level as David Lee when they first started. Kelleher is not the same level as Allison. Allison, we wish you a speedy recovery. We wish you a speedy recovery. I hope he comes back ASAP. If there is any hamstring transplant surgery where I can give him my hamstring, I happily would. But unfortunately, that's not a surgery that's available. Even with all the modern science, I'd happily give him my left hamstring right now. Let's exchange hamstrings. You get me? So we can switch it up. Is it over just because Allison is not in goal? No. However, I feel like the larger, bigger point here is exactly what myself and others have been telling the likes of Tom Little and many others on this channel. It's time for Liverpool Football Club to do the smart thing and just pick and choose which competitions to go for. Someone will come here and tell me, Hussam, this team is good enough to do this. This team is good enough to do that. This team is good enough to do that. My simple response would be, Jurgen Klopp winning this Premier League title would mean more than him winning the Europa, FA, and Carabao Cup all put together. This Premier League title specifically means a lot more than anything else. A lot more. The Europa League importance is now minimized. The FA Cup importance is now minimized. I will be a hypocrite if I ever said that I thought Allison was going to be injured. Everyone knows who Hussam thought was going to be injured. He's a center back and he's French. And he's been injured before. This probably wouldn't be the approach that Klopp would take, but it's time that we take that approach. Next Thursday, we have a Europa League game just before Man City away at Slavia Prague. And unless it's to give Salah 30 minutes of fitness, or to give Nunez 30 minutes of fitness, or to give Szoboszlai 30 minutes of fitness, I couldn't care less about that game. And I want us to play the kids. I want Jayden Dance, Bobby Clark, and McConnell to go away to the Czech Republic and gain that unbelievable experience. I couldn't care less about that competition. I'm going to make you a promise right here, right now. All of you, all 161 loyal people, which I know will be there for any stream we done. If Liverpool Football Club got knocked out of the Europa League, you will not hear a single rant by me. You will not hear me ranting. You will not hear me get angry. You will not hear me sit up here and be fake. Now, that's, of course, if we play the bench players, as I state. If we play Jayden Dance, Bobby Clark, and others, then I can't be mad at us losing that competition. There's another layer added, though. I don't know if it's just me who thinks this, but I would actually go for Adrian in the Europa League now, and I would let Kelleher start the Premier League games and give him that heightened importance. This squad, this team, let us be real, is not a league title winning team. However, is it capable of winning the Premier League title? Absolutely. But at the same time, sometimes you just have to play your cards right. In life, guys, in life, this is a life lesson. This is no longer just about football. We have to talk about, because life is the bigger analogy here. Sometimes in life, you have to play your cards right. If you can make 60% profit on a sale that might end up selling for 150% 3 months from now, but you're unsure about it, sometimes you have to make that sale even though the profit is less, because you don't know whether it'll be there or not later. I think Premier League is absolute top priority for Liverpool Football Club right now. If you tell me right now, right here, right now, Hussam, what is the absolute top priority? I would say Premier League. That is 100% the priority. And I look at the starting 11 that we have, and even without Allison, if we say Kelleher performs like he's done over the last 3-4 games, then I think Kelleher, Trent or Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Endo, McAllister, Jones, or Szoboszlai, alongside the Salah, Nunez, and Diaz or Gakpo front three, I think that team is capable of winning the league. However, do I think that same team is capable of winning the league, going and playing Thursday night in the Europa League, and then playing the same exact team in the FA Cup games? Then no. Because I'm a realistic human being who recognizes injuries are a part of this game. When you have 6 supercars parked in your garage, it's very difficult for me to sit up here and act like me buying a Prius suddenly matters. This is the reality. See this right here on the screen? That's how many times we won the Champions League. Why would I even be slightly upset if Liverpool got knocked out of the Europa League? I genuinely could not care less. And now it's time for us to step up. All this Liverpool quadruple talk, all this let's go strong in all competitions, blah, blah, blah. Winning this Premier League right here would mean so much for Liverpool Football Club, for Jurgen Klopp, for players in this team. We would equal Man United's record of 20 titles, and it would be multiple titles for Jurgen Klopp instead of just one. And sometimes you've just got to measure things up against each other. FA Cup and Europa League importance is now minimized for me. I want us to go all out for this league. Now, some people will say, it's not a guarantee if we play our starters in the Premier League, we win the league. Yeah, it's not a guarantee, but you're putting yourself as damn close as possible. You're putting yourself in the best possible position. Of course, it's not a guarantee. Maybe Mo Salah misses a penalty in a pivotal game. Maybe Nunez misses a one-on-one in the pivotal game. Maybe Van Dijk makes a mistake in a pivotal game. Maybe Trent gets driven past in a pivotal game. Maybe Kelleher makes a mistake in a pivotal game. Of course, nothing's a guarantee. But at the same time, you have to put yourself in the best possible position. Liverpool Football Club have already completed football. Club World Cup tick, Carabao Cup tick, FA Cup tick, Premier League tick, Champions League tick, everything that is possible to win under Jurgen Klopp, we have won. And all I want is for us to increase our chances. Let's say, for the sake of argument, the chance of winning the Premier League right now is 30% or 35%. I think if we just ignore the Europa League and play all the kids in it, don't play a single starter, and we basically just go starting 11 in every single Premier League game and then rest them on the weekends, during the week, then we could put ourselves in a position where maybe it's looking like a 50%, 55%, even a 60% thing. Because we have to look at this conversation realistically now. City come to Anfield. Spurs come to Anfield. The only tough away game we have is Man United and Everton. Arsenal go away to Tottenham Hotspur. 3 days before that, they play Chelsea. They go away to the Etihad. Manchester City go away to Old Trafford. They go away to Spurs, and they go away to us. So I think it's a fair thing to say that Liverpool probably have the easier run than the other teams. Now, it's not a guarantee, but if I do start my starters only in the Premier League, then I'm putting myself in the absolute best possible case scenario position. Allison being out is extremely concerning. You know why? Because Allison is the best goalkeeper in the world. So because Allison is the best goalkeeper in the world, obviously him not playing for Liverpool Football Club will have a negative impact. All I'm saying is I'm trying to limit the impact. I'm trying to decrease the impact. I'm trying to decrease the impact that it's possible to have with the best goalkeeper in the world, not just in the league, being out. Now, I feel like people are looking at this as a regular title race. This is not a regular title race. Make no mistake, chat. One thing that I will not BS about is that Liverpool Football Club have 12 cup finals remaining in this English Premier League. We literally have 12 cup finals. By definition, you win all 12 games, you are league champions. I don't care if Spurs get a result against City. I don't care if Chelsea get a result against Arsenal. I don't care who does what. You win your games, you win the league. Simple. What is asked of this Liverpool team is very simple. Win every single game. Now, I think if we go starters in every single game, it's a possibility we win every single one of them. This is where, for me, you have to prioritize and you've got to pick and choose where you go with this. Now, we have to give credit because the other side of this, the reason why I'm not absolutely losing my mind, is the credit I have to give to Kevin Kellerer. Kevin Kellerer has stepped up to the umpteenth degree over the last 3, 4, 5 games. The good thing for us is, and this is where we have to give credit to Jurgen Klopp, playing Kelleher in an EFL Cup final twice in a period of 3 years and winning that final with him making pivotal saves at Wembley and winning man of the match is only going to help us with experience, because there is no bigger moment than a final at Wembley where you're this close to winning a competition. So the fact that Kelleher has passed all those tests with flying colors shows me that Kelleher is capable of stepping up. We need to start developing a next man up mentality. Do I think Allison being injured reduces the chances of us winning the league? Absolutely. 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 100%. And no one in this chat or anyone watching right now or on the replay can deny this. Just simply by the fact that Allison Becker is the best goalkeeper in the world, by definition, him being out is going to have a negative impact on us. However, if we play our starting 11 in every single Premier League game and we take the Premier League as serious as possible and we prioritize it, I think we have a genuine possibility of winning the English Premier League. Big up to Redline. Tarango says 1 Kelleher injury away from playing Adrian in goal. And you see, this is exactly why I'm always the guy to look at the bigger picture. You know, I'm always the guy to look at the bigger picture. This is what I talk about. This is what I always talk about. It's always the big picture that matters. It's never the small picture. It's never the, oh my God, we done this, we done that. No. I'm talking about the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture here? Think about it. What is the bigger picture? The absolute biggest picture right now that we're looking at is the fact that Liverpool Football Club are this close to winning a Premier League title. And for me, it's time for us to pick and choose. Sorry. I'm being dead serious. I'm being absolutely dead serious. 100%. 100%. And this is exactly why when I have arguments with people, Redline of Teranga, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I realize, bro, injuries happen in football. And because injuries happen in football, we've got to adapt. Big up to my guy Felipe, always showing us love and support. Make sure you stop by tomorrow for your $2.99 super chat before the game starts, telling us Forest are going to win. Allison being out bad, but you have enough to get through to the break. Get Jones, Trent, Salah, Gravenberg, and keep the kids close. You can win. Forest win tomorrow already. He's doing it. Big up my guy Felipe. You know, I do want to get into the Forest game. Before I do that, there's 206 of you in here. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys right here, right now, please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe. Shout out to all the people who always have shown us love and support on this channel. Once again, thank you guys for an absolutely incredible February. We're inshallah carrying on in this month of March. You know, hopefully it's an even more record-breaking month. Hopefully in a positive way. Hopefully it's not we have a million views because Liverpool are losing and it's all the rivals dunking on my head top. So we're 13 likes away from 100. Let's get to 100 likes ASAP. Share this video everywhere. Tell your friends about it. All of that good stuff. Appreciate you, Susan. And you know, I love this here from this is a fair comment to make. What if we pick and choose and then end up with nothing? This is a risk, Brill, I'm actually willing to take. I'm willing to take the risk where Liverpool Football Club prioritize the league and somehow manage don't winning it. But I think putting ourselves in the absolute best possible case, best possible scenario for us to win the league, it's what matters to me. And it's what matters to everyone in the chat as well. Everyone in this chat right here, right now, Brill, and I speak for them, would give back the Carabao Cup and give the FA Cup away and give the Europa League away just to win the Premier League. Winning the Premier League is absolutely massive and important, 100%. Big up my guy, Ed, who says, big up Hussam. I'm worried about our injuries. We need a new training or medical staff or something. But hopefully we have another Tom Little kid at goalie instead of Adrian. I'll be honest with you, Ed. There's been like talks of like Pitaluga and stuff. I'm not sure if he's out on loan or whatever. But I think with Kelleher, there, I'm not really shitting myself. Like, you know, I think Kelleher has stepped up massively over the last 3-4 games, and it's time for him to step up again. It's time for us to have the next man up mentality. Simple as, you guys. Like, please, like, you know, we cannot not trust Kelleher. Like, we've got to trust the guy. After what he's shown us over the last 4 or 5 games, he's given us no reason to not trust him. He's given us no reason, or he's on loan. He's given us no reason to not trust him. So it might have to be an Adrian thing in the Europa League, but hey ho. We have to adapt. We have to adapt. Kelleher is now the Premier League goalkeeper. Adrian is the Europa League goalkeeper. FA Cup, don't really mind. I'd go Kelleher, no problem, because there's literally only 3 games left in that whole competition. So yeah, but unfortunately, Ed, Allison is out. And of course, in the midst of all of this, let's just all wish Allison a speedy recovery as well. Oh, Ed, if Kelleher goes down and we have to play Adrian, then I'm sorry, Lauren. I'm sorry, all the positive people. If Adrian has to play in goal for Liverpool Football Club, that is when the time I'm going to sit up here and say, guys, it's all over. It's all over. If Adrian starts for Liverpool Football Club, guys, finito. That is when we are well and truly finito. So, Ed, that's exactly why I want us to play Adrian in the Europa. Adrian still at the club because of the good vibes, you know, of the good vibes. Literally, I'm not even lying. He brings good vibes to the dressing room. Anyway, like the video, subscribe, Habibis, and let's talk about it. Yeah, tabang, not now. We'll speak about this some other time. So let's talk Nottingham Forest. Let's talk the preview. Let's preview the game. Oh, Lord. You know, the problem is with Nottingham Forest, they remind me of Fulham. They're like a little bit of a weird team. Very unpredictable. The results are like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's just, there's no real consistency for Nottingham Forest. And I think, like, the problem is with some of these teams is they always turn up when they play the bigger teams. Like, it's always like, you know, maybe when they play a team that they're not expected to beat at all, like they play out of their skins and all of that. Like, I'm still obviously expecting and predicting a win. I'm still expecting Liverpool Football Club to win, but it's the fact that it's like one of those weird clubs. One of those weird clubs who you could never guess. Like, if I told you predict the result of a Forest game, none of you could get it 100% spot on. Many of you will make a mistake. Many of you will say something will happen that it won't. Blah 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 blah. Because it's just the reality. It's just the reality. Like, it's just there's such an inconsistent up and down team that the up could be against us, unfortunately. Now, every game, exactly what Barry just said, I agree with. Every game from now on is a banana skin because we have 12 cup finals remaining, so we cannot afford to mess up anyway. Kelleher hopefully steps up, and I look at this team right here, and I'm going to talk about starting 11s now in a second. I look at this team right here, and I think this team is capable of getting a result and beating Nottingham Forest. And make no mistakes, guys. Now is the time for results. Now is not the time for, oh my God, let's all like say this and say that. And everyone just be edgy and shit. Now is not the time for it, man. We need results. We need results. Couldn't care less about performances. I think everyone in this chat right now would take a stinky 1-0 from now to the end of the year in every single competition. So yeah, it's not going to be easy. And hopefully we end up winning the game. So let's just go to the team that I would play tomorrow and just kind of talking about stuff. As we progress through. Make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing right now. We're literally 2 likes away from 100. So first and foremost, let's just get this out the way. Of course, in goal is Kelleher, because we genuinely have no other options. Now with Quivin Kelleher, you get me. Shout out to Lauren as well, who started calling him, Queef Becker is what she started calling him. I think he is definitely capable of stepping up. I think he can step up in the big moments for us, but we need to see more of it for us to just calm down a little bit. And hopefully he has another. First of all, let's hope he has an easy game because it means the defense done their job. So let's hope Kelleher isn't called into that many saves anyway. Let's hope Kelleher has like a nice, solid, easy, relaxed game, So like, let's hope he doesn't have that much to do, but let's hope when he is called to do something that he does deal with it and he does handle it because I do trust him. I do trust Kelleher. So obviously we go Kelleher in goal. And guys, in life, sometimes you have to give credit to the player that stepped up. Sometimes you have to give credit to the player that stepped up. And this guy right here, man, like Connor Bradley, you get me? AKA Tom Little, AKA, the right back that has stepped up massively. It's time for him to just continue stepping up. It's time for him to just continue stepping up. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like us playing a Joe Gomez at right back against a lower league opposition like a Forest. If this was like maybe a City away, if this was whatever, of course, like I would probably have a bit more defensive approach. But in a game like this, we need Bradley. And the one thing I want to give credit to Bradley and to Bobby Clark and to McConnell and to Jaden Dance and to all the youngsters that came through. One thing that I've got to give them credit for, is the fact that they all play with courage. Forget technical ability, forget what Jurgen Klopp has done, forget all of that stuff. They all play with courage. None of them show any signs of fear. None of them are intimidated or frightened by the big stage. They all get the ball and then they get the party started. Like in that game, I saw Kumas dribble past his fullback like 4 or 5 times. I saw Bobby Clark drive by the midfield, and just drive with the ball, which is something we need as well. So I'm so glad that Jurgen is around. I'm so glad that they actually stepped up. And hopefully they continue to step up massively for Liverpool Football Club because we need it. This is the time where we need it. Connor Bradley, it's your time to shine once again. Once again, Connor, it's your time to shine. Now, centre-back partnership. We have to give credit to Kwanzaa. We have to give credit for Kwanzaa for him stepping up. But there's this man right here. And guys, sometimes in life, you just have to give people credit. I feel like this is our problem in life sometimes. Sometimes we wait too long to give someone credit. We wait far too long to give anyone any form of credit. Virgil van Dijk has stepped up with 2 massive goals over the last 3-4 games. And even though he's a centre-back, the fact that he stepped up in a pivotal moment for us, like the one against Chelsea, like the one against Luton, and scored goals for Liverpool Football Club, shows me that Jurgen Klopp has 100% made the right decision by making him Liverpool captain. I think, honestly, right now, if I tell anyone in this chat, Virgil van Dijk is the best centre-back in the world, no one here can say that's a crazy opinion or I've said something wild or it's the Liverpool bias. Because he's still, even at his age, still is in a place where he could say he's the best centre back in the world, and that's down to his performances. So we have to give massive credit to Virgil van Dijk. I've already said this is the guy that I go with. This is the guy that I go with for the other centre back spot. Now, once again, speaking of giving credit, Ibrahima Konate comes on in the second half to replace Virgil alongside Kwanzaa and just does not allow Southampton to create anything. And the fact that Ibrahima Konate steps up when we need him, this is the time when we need him. And you remember the pick and choose argument I had at the start of the stream. Konate is a prime example of the pick and choose thing. Because I want us to play Ibrahima Konate in every single Premier League game. And I don't want him to see the Europa League. I don't want him to see any of these other competitions. I want us to just wrap him up in bubble wrap and just send him to every game. So, sorry, like we have to. We absolutely have to rely on Ibrahima Konate. And hopefully he steps up again. Now, this is something not many people, by the way, this is the team that I would do. This is something that many people won't like, but I'm going to say it as it is. If Robertson is back from injury, the last thing I'm trying to do is rush people back. Literally, the last thing I'm trying to do is rush people back. I've actually fully had enough of rushing people back and then regretting it straight away. Klopp spoke about Robertson being injured and coming back and all of that stuff. If Robertson is coming back from an injury or he feels anything in his knees or in his foot or whatever, then we need to go with Kostas Tsimikas. Forget the fact that I rate him or don't rate him or blah, 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 blah. The fact that Robertson is coming back from injury is something that I'm not willing to risk given our injury situation. So I would rather play, the backup guy. And I think it will be good rotation as well. And I think Tsimikas has a bit more technical ability than Robertson, which we might need in a game like this. However, if we do play Robertson, then I wouldn't be annoyed at it whatsoever. Now, we carry on. Same logic I'm going to have across this video. Number one, man like Wataru Endo. Number two, my midfielder right here. Of course, the best signing of the summer for me. Oh, here we go. Mac Alistair. Happy? I made it 2 words. And this right here, where guys, we're going to have to do it. We are just going to have to do it. Someone tell me, Hussam, Bobby Clark. You're playing Bobby Clark away at Forest. You're playing Bobby Clark away at Forest. Yes. The reason why I'm playing Bobby Clark away at Forest is because I don't want to rush back Nunez. I don't want to rush back Szoboszlai. I don't want to rush back any of these players. We cannot rush back any of the players who are injured, are going to come back like a long time from now. We can't. We can't risk them. We really can't. And the one thing I'll say about Bobby Clark, and this is something I feel like not many people are giving him credit for, and this is what's annoying me. Bobby Clark has shown so much in such a short period of time, where he has absolutely dunked on his opponents. This man pulled his socks up against Enzo, against Caicedo in a Wembley final and outdone them both. And that for me shows that he has the guts, he has the courage, and he's fearless. And when you're a fearless football player, then you are in a position where you can put on a performance. And I feel like the Bobby Clark presence is going to be very important today. Now we go to the front three, and this is once again... Okay, before I put my front three, everyone in the chat right now, tell me the front three that you would start Forest away. Everyone in the chat right here, right now, tell me the front three that you would start at Forest away. Because if I were to go based on readiness, and of course, first of all, let's just get this out the way. Someone who unfortunately has not stepped up recently, and he starts stepping up as this guy. On the right, obviously, no other option. And on the left, there is no other option. This team right here is the team that I will go with. Now, some people are saying Dylan Dance. Some people are saying Mo Salah. Some people are saying, Darwin Nunez, whatever. I want Nunez to play. I really do. But I would much rather Darwin Nunez come on and be an option off the bench in case we need to change stuff than start and then have to bring him off like in the 60th minute for quote unquote fitness reasons. I would much rather, much rather, much rather um, I would much rather do it, to be honest with you. So I love what Jaden Dance has done. I love the fact that Jaden Dance has come in and done really well, but it's time for experience. I don't want to make us into another Chelsea where we have 11 kids playing and then everyone just gets mad at the manager. I know the Liverpool fan base is smarter than that anyway, but it's time for all of these guys to step up now. We're in a position where we absolutely categorically cannot drop points. And because we can't, I'm going with a completely experienced front three. And it's funny, I see people talking about the Salah thing. First of all, Salah won't even be available for this game to begin with. Jurgen Klopp spoke about it in his press conference. Second of all, when the injury first happened, I spoke about this. I spoke about this when the injury first happened. I said, and people in the chat will vouch for me right now. I said, I fear the Salah injury is worse than we first thought. I genuinely had that fear because the guy came on against Brentford, scored and assisted, and we had seen him since. Like, it makes no sense the fact that he's not fit unless he's like really injured. So I'm really worried. I'm so worried. But then Jurgen Klopp comes in and saves the day and says, obviously, Salah is going to be back this week. So that is brilliant news for us because the times when we needed Virgil van Dijk to step up, he has done. Hopefully, Salah does the same. Hopefully, Salah does the same. And the City game is a game where if Salah's even like one half fit, I'm playing him because that is a fixture he always scores in as well. So this is the team that I go with. This is the team that I go with. I'm not rushing back Szoboszlai. I'm not rushing back Nunez. I'm not rushing back Salah. I'm not rushing back any of the guys. This is the team that I'm going with right here, right now. Obviously, Kelleher in goal. On the right, Conor Bradley. Centre back partnership of Konate and Van Dijk. On the left, I'd go Tsimikas. In the middle, I'd go Endo McAllister and Bobby Clark. The front three is Cody Gakpo, Harvey Elliott, and Luis Diaz. And that, for me, I think, is probably the best position we put ourselves to win that game, to be honest with you. I wish Allison nothing but a speedy recovery. I think we're going to win this game by 3-1. I think we're going to be 2-1 up. And then like 85th, 86th minute, we score a counter-attack goal and it's just like game, set and match. Maybe a Nunez or a Szoboszlai gets that goal. But if, for me, we have to wish Allison a speedy recovery. We have to wish all the players, be healthy because I think health might actually be a determining factor in who wins the league this season. I think health will be massively important for both us and Arsenal specifically. And I think health matters to myself and to myself, of course. Big up. I hope everyone in the chat is healthy as well. I think health matters to ourselves and Arsenal a lot more than anyone else in this title race, which is Manchester City, because we haven't built a 1.5 billion pound squad who's just capable of replacing anyone. So obviously health matters and we need to keep as many people as fit as possible, 100 million %. So listen, that was my Forest preview. I see this game ending in a 3-1 Liverpool win. I don't want to keep you guys for too long because obviously this is Friday night, and I know you guys want to go out and all that stuff. And I just want to say to everyone in the chat, once again, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for an absolutely unbelievable, incredible month of February. Month of March is a close one to my heart because it's the month that my mom was born in. I'm going to get her a gift as well. Don't tell her, but I'm planning on getting her don't tell her though. Gonna be quite expensive, but thanks to you guys' love, I can make my mom's dreams come true as well. So big up to you guys. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. We're getting the 3 points tomorrow. I believe in Kelleher. I believe in this team. I believe in these players, and I believe in this manager. So I'm not going to be worried about the Forest game tomorrow. And we are going to be raiding someone, Warrior. Shout out to Warrior as well. Oh, your mom's born March 12th. Shout out to your momsy, Steve. We are going to be raiding someone. We're going to be raiding United Spurs of America. We are going to be raiding Jacob. So I want you all to spam Romero Bozo in his chat because I love to trigger him. I absolutely love to trigger him. Everyone right now. Oh, yours is born March 6th. Mine is born March 5th. Big up to you. Everyone spam Romero Bozo in Jacob's chat so he can get absolutely rattled and he can start crying. So please, everyone, copy this comment right here and let's go take over. I'll be in the comment section. Hope you have as a hope you guys have a lovely Friday. Shout out Aaron, Amin, TJ, Memphis, Ryan, Felipe, Ed, and Redline Taranga for the super chat. And we are going to see you guys on the stream. Peace.